Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's session, I'll guide you through a powerful mobile GPS tool usage for offline navigation in the field. This application helps locate road alignment stations, control points, corner points, land acquisition boundaries, mark new points, track your footpaths, all without needing internet access. The application uses named BackCountry Navigator, and I will take you through its setup, data preparation and import process, and practical field use. There are many GPS apps available out there like Maps.me, GPS Essentials as you know, but these I choose in terms of simplicity and the field multi-functionality. If you are new here, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more guides. I post videos regularly on desktop software for desk studies, land surveying workflows, mobile applications that support fieldworks and in our step 1, let's start by installing the application. Open the Google Play Store and search for BackCountry Navigator. Once you find it, install the app. The icon may vary slightly, but you will recognize it easily. Once installed, you will see the app icon on your home screen. Tap on it open. After opening the application, the main interface will load. It's user-friendly and straightforward. You will see a map, menu options, and various GPS tools. We'll focus only on the key features needed for navigation. Advanced setting can be covered in future tutorial. Let's enable the location services. To get your current position, enable your phone's GPS. Tap the My Location button inside the app. If your location is turned off, the app will ask permission to activate it. Once granted, a triangular GPS arrow will appear showing your current location. If you are indoors, the GPS might struggle to acquire signal. It's best used outdoors with a clear view of the sky. Recording a track. To record a track, the record track feature lets you trace your walking route. As you move, the app logs your path. This recorded track can later be exported to formats like CAD or KMZ, allowing you to analyze or use it in design software. This feature is especially useful for mapping actual site paths or verifying field movement. Now let's talk about preparing data to load into the app. In earlier tutorials, part 1 through part 3, we covered how to export data from Global Mapper. This included converting alignments, benchmarks, and CAD files into KMZ format, which BackCountry Navigator supports. Your KMZ file can include road alignments or center lines, catchment points, slope stake locations, benchmark and control point coordinates. Transfer the KMZ file to your mobile phone using USB or any file sharing method. Once the data is on your device, it's ready to import. To import a KMZ file, open the menu and select Trip Database. Choose the option Import Track or Point. Navigate to the folder where the KMZ file is stored. Select file, for example, when called here, CPS, COR, zooming, control points corrected. Make sure KMZ is selected as the file type. Tick the box labeled New Trip Database before importing. Tap Start Import. Import progress won't be shown immediately. You will need to check your phone's notification bar to see the background process. Once completed, a message like Import Finished will appear here. After the import completes, your data will appear on the map. You will see alignments, stations or control points drawn accurately, and you can begin navigating. Tap My Location again and walk towards the alignment line until your arrow aligns with it. This allows you to follow your design path correctly in the field. No total station setting out coordinate needed, with GPS accuracy within about ±3 meters. This is especially helpful when locating benchmarks or verifying station positions on site. To display benchmark names, elevations, or descriptions, prepare your data using Excel. And step 1, let's open our Excel sheet. Here I have my station coordinates with northing, easting, elevation and description columns. This data should be clean, no extra headers or formatting issues. It should look like this. Column D, description. That means example, benchmark, and the stations you can put here. Make sure to save this file as CSV to make it compatible with Global Mapper. The next video, first we import to Global Mapper using these original descriptions. Once we can prepare our data as northing, easting, elevation and point code in the first step, or northing, easting, elevation itself as point codes in the second step. Let's open Global Mapper and import the CSV file with all 4 fields: northing, easting, elevation and description as usual. Now let's go to Global Mapper and import the file. We'll include the full description in this first import. Select correct UTM projection settings. Select your datum. In my case, it's as you see, it's adding done for me, and my zone is 36. And make sure your datum and the zone are correctly set. Click OK. We'll now see the points appear with their full labels on the map. The next what we do, northing, easting and elevation labels for re-import. Now let's go back to Excel. We are going to clean the file by removing the original description column. Now I'm going to delete the original description column and replace it with the concatenator label of northing, easting and elevation. We do this because the concatenate function not accommodate northing, easting, elevation and description columns in this same label due to character limitations. Here is the formula we use: is equal to concatenate northing, comma, easting, comma, elevation, and click OK. Then we set for the description on Global Mapper. By default, it will assume our description by itself on Global Mapper. In this step, we re-import to Global Mapper with any easy as description. Let's go back to Global Mapper and re-import the CSV. Now I'm going to re-import this file with a new and easy label replacing the description. Now at this point, click the offset or scale tab before importing. Here we apply a small offset, for example 0.0001 to X, Y or Z to slightly move the labels and prevent text overlap on mobile devices, even though it's very clear on this desktop Global Mapper. When we import to our BackCountry Navigator app, it might be cluttered. So to avoid that, apply offset to avoid overlap. Let's apply an X offset of 0.0001. This will shift the label slightly to the right. You can also try Y or Z offsets depending on label positioning. Then click OK. Again, confirm the UTM settings and select your datum, your zone, and various parameters, and click OK. And for the full tutorial on how to compute datums, can watch the previous videos because I've fully covered. Now let's simply proceed to that. The next, draw connecting lines in AutoCAD to connect our description values on AutoCAD to simplify its visibility and the navigable lines on our field. Let me open AutoCAD on my existing station alignment to paste in my description points and connect them with lines. Now let's open AutoCAD and bring in our benchmark points. I already have a station alignment, so I'll use that to connect the points with polyline. We can also make our slope step points, and other design lines using this method. I will show you how to do that in the next tutorial. Let's go back to Excel and use the concatenate function again, but this time for easting and northing only. As usual, make equals concatenate northing easting. So this gives us coordinates in XY format, which AutoCAD requires. Copy this column and go to AutoCAD, type polyline, the command line, or select from this node. Paste the coordinate list. AutoCAD will draw a connected line between your control points like this. AutoCAD creates a clean alignment line. You can repeat this for any offset lines, ditch lines, or slope stakes. Save the drawing as DXF or GWG, and we will bring it back into Global Mapper for export. What else? Import AutoCAD line into Global Mapper and export as KMZ later. Let's import our AutoCAD DXF into Global Mapper. I'm importing the alignment line now from my DXF file or drawing file. Let's check that the projection is still set correctly to my datum and zone. Once the line appears, you go to File, Export Vector LiDAR format, choose KMZ, save the file as something clear like control point or CP alignment in KMZ format. This is the file I'll load into my phone for GPS navigation data. Now let's move over to BackCountry Navigator. Import KMZ into BackCountry Navigator. Once you've saved it to your mobile phone, open BackCountry Navigator app, click to change trip database, create a new trip and import the KMZ file we just created and saved it to our mobile by any means. Once imported, your lines and the benchmarks will appear on the map. Now to navigate in the field, turn on GPS and wait for satellite log. You may see a current GPS location in your view of the sky. Once logged, a blue arrow shows your current position and you can use plus or minus signs. Use zoom plus or minus signs on your mobile phone on the app or hint gestures to pan around the map. Now I'll walk around toward my benchmark and check my position using the GPS arrow. This helps me follow the alignment exactly. You can also manage your trip database here. Click to change trip database if you want. When you want to change your trip projectors, you can change it here. Change the trip database again to switch between project sites, rename trips, delete or organize your work. This helps me keep each project separate. For example, CPS, COR or any different name, alignment names. And also you can make sure that on your field testing and adjustments can be done here. So whether your codes are clearly readable, if your labels appear cluttered or misaligned on mobile, go back to Global Mapper, adjust the offset slightly and re-export to your mobile. If it looks too cluttered, I will just apply a small Y or Z offsets, maybe 0.0001 as we've seen before, and test again on the field. This trial and error approach helps achieve the best clarity on our mobile app. When satisfied, delete older versions and keep the cleaned one. Now your GPS navigation setup is clean, functional, and field ready. From Excel to Global Mapper, AutoCAD, and finally your mobile device. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more.